How you doing? It's Sandesh here, and I'm here to do a video on an article on spikedonline.com, and it's called "The Great Tory Meltdown: British Politics Could Do with Some Creative and Destruction." Um, yeah, but the thing is, while I do agree with that sentiment, but the thing is, it's in the way that it is because of the donors. You get rid of the donor class, and then come back and talk to me. Anyway, before I get into the article, if you could please follow me on X, and please subscribe on YouTube, Rumble, and Odyssey as well if you don't mind, please. Anyway, I'm going to get to the article now. Historic, unprecedented. These political cliches are now worn out to the point of uselessness, but there really is no other way to describe what is apparently happening to the Conservatives in this general election, namely their apparent destruction as a viable election winner. Over the past 24 hours, a string of MRP mega polls have suggested Rishi Sunak's government is on course for a defeat on a scale we have simply never seen before. The polls only differ on how painful and record-breaking the electoral battering is going to be. The most optimistic projection for the Conservatives comes from More in Common, and it still reckons Labour will win a staggering 406, 162 seat majority. This will leave the Tories with 155 seats, one fewer than their record low in the 1906 Liberal landslide. Remember, that's the good news, according to YouGov. The Conservatives are in for almighty drubbing, leaving them with just 108 seats, according to Savanta. It's just 53 in that scenario. They barely beat the Lib Dems into second place. Under this poll, Sunak will lose his seat too. A sitting Prime Minister sent packing from his constitution has also never happened before. It will make 1997's Portillo moment look like a minor embarrassment by comparison. The usual disclaimers apply. The pollsters have been wrong before, and I'll bet never on this scale, but MRPs have a better record of predicting recent elections. They poll tens of thousands of voters and collect teams of demographic data to project how each individual seat may vote. There would have to be untold hordes of shy Tories out there for the Conservatives to escape this election without raking up a new personal worse. While the pundits swap chin stroking projections and speculation about the leadership dog and pony show to begins in earnest. What's beyond that is that the Tories thoroughly deserve the electoral GBH that is about to be rained down upon their heads. Dining out on old glories, the supposed natural party of government thought that it had the right to rule forever, despite becoming a shallow husk. It may be the old party of the establishment, but it at least once had a mass membership, substance, a point that resembles a make-work scheme for vapid public schoolboys. The slow drift of the English working class away from an increasing burguous Labour Party tectonic, I think that's what it says, shift, which commenced long before Brexit, offered the Conservatives the prospect of reinvention, and they fucked it. They did. They fucked up. They got too comfortable, and also on the fact that, like I said, their donors, the donor class, is going to tell the Tory party what the hell to do. They barely got Brexit over the line. They presided over the green degradation of our economy and the great awakening of our institutions before briefly pretending to be all against all that loony left nonsense. On immigration, the Tories have essentially committed a form of political fraud, telling voters that they were bringing down to the tens of thousands only to watch net migration rise well over 600,000, more than three times higher than at the end of the new Labour years. Having failed to seal the deal with the provisional working classes, The Conservatives are now even more thoroughly loved by the metropolitan middle classes. Well, the thing is, Jimmy Dore talked about like the class war, right? And I 100% agree with me on this. I don't think there is a middle class anymore. I think it's just the rich and just the poor, and because I can tell that because it just looks like that, and because of costs going up and um, in general, like mortgages and rent going up, it looks like that the middle class is not going to become the middle class for much longer. Having squandered the populist movement, they look once again like a holdover from a bygone era, ide- ideologically spent and speaking for a nuclear constitution. Um, for decades, the Tories and Labour have been propped up by the quirks of our um, unprecedented electoral system and the muscle memory of party loyalty. Since Brexit, both appear to be rapidly breaking down with sometimes erratic and disparate results. In the post-war era, even at the respective nadirs, the Conservatives and Labour could still count on the support of roughly 30% of the electoral. If these polls are to be believed, the Tories are about to break that barrier. Currently, the party is polling in the low 20s. Meanwhile, as the Telegraph's Stanley observes, first past the post is supposed to produce stable government and strong opposition. Instead, we are staring down the barrel of hundreds strong Labour majority, based on a vote share that could actually be lower than the one Jeremy Corbyn achieved in 2017. Keir Starmer will, on paper, become one of the most successful politicians in history, despite excitingly precisely no one believing in absolutely nothing. Just as Labour was smashed by a furious pro Brexit electorate in 2019, so the Tories seem likely to be smashed by a furious letdown electoral in 2024. While this seems likely to deliver a totally unearned supermajority to human win Starmer, the past few years have shown us that in these volatile times in which the old loyalties are frayed, governments can fall as spectacularly as they rose. The Conservative Party, as we know it, is dying. Don't mourn. British politics has long been ripe for some creative destruction. Let's just hope it won't be long before the electoral reckoning ball swings back in the other direction, delivers another historic blow to Labour. The thing is, what it is, the past 14 years, name one thing that the Tories did right by the country, and I guarantee you, you're gonna be stumped. You're gonna think they really did, and maybe for their few constituencies. But the thing is, as far as the country itself and for the economy and as far as immigration and even jobs, name one thing they got right, and they just and also they just on as far as in disabled people and mentally ill people. They've just pretty much pissed on them and just told to f off. Because the thing is, that's just like the Tories' attitude as always, as far as disabled people go. They've always been like that, and the past 14 years have shown it. Um, like that famous footage on when George Osborne, I think he was at the Olympics, and the thing is, when they announced him, he's there, and he just got this loud chorus of boos, and I think it just startled him, and then he just did this laugh, but you could tell it was just a forced laugh. Um, so yeah, as far as the Tories getting destroyed in the election, it's like this shouldn't even be a shock. People are sick and tired of the fact that for 14 years the Tories have failed the country, and also, and just like it said in the article, as far as immigrants in this country, it's gone even worse. I don't I honestly don't even call Britain Britain anymore. It's only called Britain by name. To be honest, you really barely can't recognise it anymore. I mean, Even 5 years ago, you're like, what the hell? It just looks so different even 5 years ago. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe on this video, and please follow me on X, and subscribe on YouTube, Rumble, and Odyssey as well if you don't mind, please. And let me know in the comments on if you are a Tory voter, or you're gonna vote for Labour or for Reform. Let me know in general. Anyway, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you soon.